Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Zen Tangle Teacher, and today's lesson is Betweed. You can see here the tangle by Maria, and I like Betweed. I sometimes forget about Betweed. I don't know. There's so many tangles out there. We're going to start with our dots in the corner and our border, because that's just a good way to start. And then we're going to take our pen, and I'm using a Micron 01 by Sakura, and we're just going to do Betweed in this entire tangle. When I teach, I think that's much easier for me. So we're going to divide this tile with a cross, and then going both directions. It's occurred to me that several of the tangles that I've done lately have been this way, but Betweed can also be done in a straight line, this manner. So we're going to start by just putting our pen down on one of the lines, drawing up, and then putting a little weight on the end of that line. And from the opposite side, come about halfway in between, and we go back and forth from one side to the next. I just opened a new pen, and I forget how I use my pens until I have worn the tip right down or all the ink is out. And I love a new pen. And we just go back and forth from one side to the other. And that arches a little bit and then ends right in there with a little weight on the end of it. Not much, but just a little. Thicken up the line is what I'm saying. When I say weight, you just want to thicken up the line. And there's one row of Betweed. And now I'm just going to go all the way around this tile, doing this same stroke. So I'm assuming that we would call this a two-stroke tangle, because we started with our base lines, and then we come back and we do this same little stroke back and forth over and over. You can see I came to the end there, but I'm just going to continue to go here and fill this in. So instead of coming from this very bottom, this side, they're coming from the bottom. And you can see my lines are kind of have a little curve to them. Sometimes that happens, and then this side could just be round. So I have a little curve up. That's okay. And then this one is just up and touch. I don't think the weight there was good enough. So it can give a little bit different look to it. Mainly we want that round and the weight. So that first couple go all the way over to the edge, and then they start meeting just in the center. I like to rotate my tile a little bit so I get the most comfortable way for me to draw. I'm going to stop here and do a little shading, and maybe I will come back and finish that. But this one is shaded. I just put graphite right down this line here, in between my betweeds. And I'll take my shading stump and blend. And remember not to push really hard with your shading stump. Do a little light pressure. And you can see what happens is that causes that to have a rounded look. I'm going to do the rest, and the reason I wanted to shade here, I wanted you to show just how dramatic that shading makes. And now you can see betweed. The side that's shaded and the side that's not shaded. Very rounded looking, very flat. So I'm going to go ahead and put my graphite down these lines and take my shading stump and blend. I try to blend out so that you can't really see that it's just a line with my pencil, that it's blended out. Now, a lot of times I like to blend this pencil line that goes around the bottom, and I'm going to blend it up towards the tangle this time. It kind of gives a sharper white border around the outside edge. And you don't see that line, that pencil line, it disappears. That's why we have no erasers. One of the reasons is we can blend out that pencil line with our shading stump or finger. And there you have betweed. And I have not mentioned this in a while, but you really should sign and date your tile. This one was dated 2015, and so I can see if have I improved in how I do things. So now I have one dated 2016, and there you have betweed. I love betweed done as an accent with other tangles. It's a fun way to just fill up space. So there we have betweed, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because I just don't want you to miss a single video. Leave a comment below, and if you have any questions, and if you feel inclined to support this channel, it's greatly appreciated.